This is what happened to sisters Sarah and Amina Saeed and how they identified their killer in a 911 call. Amina was born on March 3rd, 1989 in Dallas, Texas, and her younger sister Sarah was born on March 16th, 1990, also in Dallas, Texas. They had an older brother named Islam, and their parents were Patricia Owens and Yasser Saeed. There's a very big age gap between Patricia and Yasser. When they started dating, Patricia was only 14 years old and Yasser was 29. Within 3 weeks of dating, Yasser and Patricia decided to get married. Now, the only way that Patricia was allowed to get married is by her parents' permission. The way they got this is that Yasser told her family that he was wealthy and that he would provide for Patricia. Now, Patricia's family didn't come from a lot of money, so when they heard this, they agreed and they allowed Patricia to marry Yasser at 15 years old. However, what Yasser said wasn't technically true. He didn't come from a lot of money. In fact, he actually worked as a taxi driver, which there's nothing wrong with, but he lied to Patricia. They got married and she actually had to work multiple jobs to help provide for the family. About 6 months into their marriage, things started to go downhill. Patricia claims that Yasser became physically and mentally abusive. When Amina and Sarah were 8 and 9 years old, they told their maternal grandmother that their father, Yasser, had been essaying them for about 2 to 3 years. Of course, the grandmother told Patricia about what the girls had said, so Patricia packed up their things and moved out. Officers went to go speak to Amina and Sarah, and they told the police that their father had put his front part into their front part. However, before Yasser could get arrested, the girls recanted their statement. Now, Patricia's side of the family believes that Yasser somehow convinced Patricia to convince the girls to recant everything and to admit that they made everything up. And for some reason, police just believed them and they never followed through with the investigation. After they recanted their statement, they packed everything back up and they moved back in with Yasser. Even though they recanted their statement, a lot of people feel like the girls were telling the truth. There are these home videos made by Yasser and they just make you feel so uncomfortable. In this video here, Amina and Sarah were in their bed trying to hide from their father. He kept filming them and the girls kept telling him to go away, to erase the footage, and to leave them alone. At one point, Yasser tells her brother Islam to remove the girls' blanket, and Islam does. After the blankets get removed, Yasser starts to tell the girls that they have very nice legs, and he also zooms in on Sarah's butt. Yes, he's zooming in on his own daughter's body. It's just very creepy, and you can clearly see that both girls are uncomfortable with their father. By the time the girls were teenagers, Yasser was already trying to set them up with an arranged marriage back in Egypt. Obviously, the girls did not want this. They wanted to date and, find their own person, but Yasser wanted to set them up. On December 24th, 2007, Amina refused another one of her dad's proposals for an arranged marriage. And this made him angry, so Patricia and the girls packed up their things and left. Everyone kept telling Patricia to not go back to Yasser, but unfortunately, she did. Amina actually had a secret boyfriend at the time, and when she found out that her mom was going back to Yasser, she texted him this. January 1st, 2008, 911 received a phone call from 17-year-old Sarah Saeed. She told the operator, "Help me, my dad shot me, I'm dying." Okay, more in part 2.